Hello dear parents and students. Here again with more few information about Indian independence. In today's audio, let us know about how long did British rule India. British ruled India nearly 89 years. The total number of years that British ruled approximately 89 after the Battle of Plassey in 1757. The British established their dominance, which is also referred to as colonialism in India. Now let's know. As we all know, British came to India for trade. Before British arrival, India was the richest country. Let's know how rich was India before British rule. Between 1st and 17th centuries AD, India is estimated to have the largest economy of the ancient and medieval world, controlling between 1/3 and 1/4 of world's wealth. During Mughal period 1526 to 1858, India experienced unprecedented prosperity in history. Why was India unhappy with British rule? Indian representation in the parliament was limited to areas like education and public health. Subjects like law and order and revenue were only dealt by British representatives. The British forced Indians to give preferential treatment for foreign goods over indigenous goods. British started collecting the taxes from farmers. What happened to India when British ruled? The British government took possession of the company's assets and imposed direct rule. The Raj was intended to increase Indian participation in governance. But the powerlessness of Indians to determine their own future without the consent of British led to an increasingly adamant national independence movement. Gradually, the British started occupying all the territories of India. They started to collect more taxes in all the sectors and made compulsion to use the foreign goods than indigenous goods. Now let's know the unknown freedom fighters. Matangini Hazra, Khudiram Bose, Bikhaji Cama, Kanailal Maniklal Munshi, Peer Ali Khan, Lakshmi Sehgal, Sucheta Kriplani, Durga Bai Deshmukh, Jalkari Bai, K.E. Maman. These are all the freedom fighters who fought for Indian independence. There are many freedom fighters which we are not aware of them and their struggle. Matangini Hazra is one of the prestigious freedom fighters of India, and she is also called Gandhi Buri. She participated in the Quit India movement and non-cooperation movement. Now let's know who are the 5 unsung heroes of independence. Still we have somehow forgotten the other freedom fighters who had struggled for India and are known as unsung heroes of freedom struggles, like Peer Ali Khan, Birsa Munda, Kamal Das, Kamala Devi Chattopadhyaya, Khudiram Bose, etc. And the interesting fact is, which freedom fighter did not see the independence after taking so much of struggle for the freedom? Among the patriots who was not alive to see India celebrate independence was Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. Who is the smallest freedom fighter? Baji Rote was a young Indian freedom fighter and martyr in 20th century, having been killed at the age of 12. He was born on 5th October 1926. Now let's know The 10 women freedom fighters in Indian history. Rani Lakshmibai of Jhansi, Sarojini Naidu, Madam Bikaji Cama, Begum Hazrat Mahal, Annie Besant, Aruna Asaf Ali, Usha Mehta, Kasturba Gandhi, Kamala Nehru, Vijayalakshmi Pandit. These all are the 10 women freedom fighters in Indian history. Who is the old lady of India? Aruna Asaf Ali, known as the Grand Old Lady of Indian freedom struggle. Aruna Asaf Ali hoisted the tricolour Indian flag and also, as we know, was the first lady for freedom fighters Rani Lakshmibai, one of the first women freedom fighter to fight in the Indian independence movement of 1857, is regarded as a symbol of opposition to the British Raj. Who is called as a mother of Indian nationalism? Bikaji Cama is also known as Madam Cama, and because of her contributions to the Indian freedom movement, is recognized as a mother of Indian Revolution. She holds a significant position in the struggle of Indian independence. Her name symbolizes bravery, loyalty and perseverance. As we know, Matangini Hazra, as an old lady, was an Indian revolutionary who participated in the Indian independence movement until she was shot dead by the British. Indian police in front of Tamluk police station on 29 September 1942. She was affectionately known as Gandhi Puri, Bengali for Old Lady the Gandhi. Let's know more about the youngest freedom fighter. Born in Denkanal, Odisha, Bhaji Rote was the youngest Indian freedom fighter and martyr, have been killed at the age of 12, who was a boat boy, was shot by British police when he refused to ferry them across the Brahmini river on the night of 11th October 1938 at Neelakantapura Ghat. Who was the 12 years old shot in Quit India movement? Tileshwari Barwa, one of the India's youngest martyr, was shot dead in Assam's Dekhaijul by the British on September 20th, 1942 during the Quit India movement. Now, let's know the youngest female freedom fighter of India. Sunita Chowdhury, the youngest female revolutionary of India. Under the Indian women history, Sunita Chowdhury was held captive in Hiji detention camp as a third-class prisoner. The effects of her activities were also faced by her family. Who fought for women's education in India? The pioneer Savitri Phule. Savitribai Phule, no discourse about education and empowerment of Indian women will be complete without a mention of its pioneer, and fought for women's education. Kamala Devi Chattopadhyaya, from the year 1903 to 1988, is considered as unsung heroine of independent India. She was best known for her involvement in campaign for Indian independence and for being the impetus for the revival of Indian handicrafts, handlooms and theatre in independent India. In recognition of her work promoting handicrafts, UNESCO presented her with an award in 1977. Now, let's know who first started freedom fight in India. In the year 1757, at the time of Battle of Plassey, this war of liberation was fought by Alagumuttu Kone, and was the first war of liberation against the white government. Who is the youngest female martyr in India? Tileshwari Baro. The Government of India, in its nationwide Tileshwari Baro as a martyr and acknowledged her sacrifice. She is said to have been the youngest girl to be martyred during Indian freedom struggle. So dear students, freedom fighters are not only few which we take usually their names. There are many unknown freedom fighters who fought for Indian independence and also to make our motherland free from the British rule. Now it's a time to respect all the freedom fighters for their sacrifices. Because of their sacrifices, today India is free, which was a dream come true. Their life's ambition was to live in free India, which we now have. Those legendary fighters gave us the freedom we have today, and we are forever indebted to them for their service. Blessings and safety. Thank you.